And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through. Now it's it.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Jackson. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Jackson kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Doncic, and he gets the bucket. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. Doncic outside. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Pass to Leonard from past the arc. The shot will not fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Down low. Here's Ibaka. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Jackson against Hardaway. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Porzingis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's Rondo. Here's Mann. And nothing is falling for him right now. Mavericks leading by 8. Richardson the pass to Brunson. Here's Redick. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break basket.
Brunson against Rondo. Shots good by Kennard.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Dallas, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Passes to Pop. Cauley Stein with it. To the paint. Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Rondo. Clippers trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Mann passes to Zubac. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Leonard with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Brunson against Rondo. Brunson, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kennard on the wing. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Kennard's got his second bucket of the night.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Brunson kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Melly in at the 4. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And there's the pass to Kennard. No good with the triple. Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic passes to Brunson. Bucket is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. Pass to Zubac. In the corner, Kennard with it. Launches a 3. Great D that time from Hardaway. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Brunson against Beverly. The dish to Cousins. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Here's Patterson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Mavericks leading by 16. Powell, the pass to Cauley-Stein. And here's Brunson. To the middle. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over Kennard. Richardson, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To end the drought. And the layup good by Cousins. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment. to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. From deep, George. A shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And here they go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what I like about Cauley Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
No good on that one. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Clippers trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. George against Doncic. It's George on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Count that bucket. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Dallas leading by 13. Doncic outside. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. There's the steal. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. Back to Porzingis. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. Mavericks leading by 13. Hardaway finds Marjanovic. Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. 5 on the clock. And it's Doncic missing. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Passes it to Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Jackson. Doncic against George. There's Jackson with the three. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Hardaway against George. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Mavericks with some changes. Nelly is checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Doncic with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And it's Doncic missing.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Brunson the pass to Nelly. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Leonard. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Brunson, no good. Clippers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For Dallas, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Redick with the bucket.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Rondo against Brunson. Rondo kicks to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. 16 feet away. Here's Ibaka. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, you look at the frame and the physicality of Serge Ibaka. This guy is a hard-nosed player, and he finds a way to power through it.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Kennard against Richardson. 1:10 left in the third. Clock at 6.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
So, for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Batum in for Marcus Morris. Now, here's Richardson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one falls for Brunson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Up top, Cousins. Back to Beverly. The 3. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson finds Hardaway. To the inside. Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. He's out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Shot clock at 3. Here's Mann. And he's way off from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Melli passes to Marjanovic. A beautiful reverse layup. Marjanovic has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Dallas.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Hardaway with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Out to the right wing. Marjanovic against Beverly. And stolen by Cousins. Batum attacking. Yes, that goes in. Batum's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Cousins against Marjanovic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Clock at 4. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Doncic missing. And they go to the intentional foul. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. From deep, George. And the Clippers miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Doncic outside. 18 feet out. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Clippers have possession. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And George with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Los Angeles making a switch here. Al Porzingis. Inside, here's Finney-Smith. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. It's good from long range. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
How about the shot mechanics of your 7-footer? Kristaps Porzingis is efficient in catch and shoot.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Doncic. From deep. They get it back. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. A 3-ball. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Dallas.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brunson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Batum wide open. He fires. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Brunson the pass to Burke. Back to Brunson. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing.
All right, David. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. D-Agent.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Ole is out there at Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2. And for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Oh, that's blocked. Jokic against Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis not thinking twice, saw the gap, got in there, and scored.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Here's Marjanovic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Pass to Bull. Here is Porter. Pass to Murray. Pass break Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Doncic with it. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Down low. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Murray against Doncic. Murray kicks to Jokic. Here's Bull. The putback. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray surveying the D. Barton kicks to Jokic. Murray outside. Pass the Bull. Shoots from 12. And the jumper is good. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And Denver has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Millsap finds Morris. Six to shoot. McGee the pass to Morris. And the layup falls.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Mavericks leading by 4. A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Brunson. Feeds to Cauley-Stein. And it's in there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he banks in the layup.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Now here's Richardson. The pass to Cauley-Stein. Powell against Millsap. And the dunk by Powell.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Morris. The Mavericks making the shot. Drills the three-pointer. Morris has got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. Back to Brunson. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Rivers. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. They've got Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Melly in at the power forward.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Now, here's Bulls. Murray, no good.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky great. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The kick out to Barton. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here's Doncic. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Mavericks making a switch here. Melli's checked in. The Nuggets trail. And here's Rivers. Back to Morris. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Morris.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody sliding over in time to slow him down.
Here's Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on JaVale McGee. Prager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Richardson, good. Richardson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Morris outside. Here's Gordon. It's hauled in by Richardson. Dallas leading by 4. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Rivers. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. There's the dish to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Bucket is good. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket of the night.
Cauley-Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic is checked in.
Really the hard work and the lunch pail mentality of a guy like Paul Millsap, who made himself into an all-star in the Eastern Conference. He's got tremendous skill and versatility.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Mavericks leading by 5. Runs in the pass to Richardson. And here is Cauley-Stein. Here's Richardson. Shot clock at 6. It's been all about Luka.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And guys, for the... And that should do.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Bull. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 side. Here is Porter. No points in the game yet for him. Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Porter. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Bull. And too long on the shot.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Porzingis. Up and in on the layup. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray finds Porter. Porzingis with the steal. Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 6.
So some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Passes it to Jokic. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Jokic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from outside. Mavericks leading by 6. Stolen by Rivers. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Finished off the break. He has 7.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Redick with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Cauley Stein, top of the key. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He's got great activity, does Willie Cauley Stein, and that time the activity helped him to draw a foul.
Cauley Stein hits them both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. There's the pass to Millsap. Back to Morris from outside the arc. Again the miss by Morris. The Mavericks leading. Stolen by McGee. Millsap kicks to McGee. Back to Millsap. Out to Morris. Pass to Rivers. Inside. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, maybe not a true point guard, but Austin Rivers is becoming more cognizant of keeping his teammates involved in the action.
Now here's Brunson. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Brunson. They lead by 4. How? Good work defensively by Millsap. 1:02 left to play in the third. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Brunson. Richardson outside. Shoots from the line. Cauley Stein tips it back in. Cauley Stein's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. McGee finds Millsap for 3. Gordon. Powell pulls it in. Here's Cauley Stein. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Nuggets trail. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Jokic, no good. Dallas shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now Doncic makes it off the glass.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Bull. Kicks it to Porter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Right side, Porzingis. To the paint, and stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Jokic is running. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Porter against Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Passes it to Jokic. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside for Murray. A floater from 11 feet away. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jokic.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Dallas calls timeout. Kelly is checked in for the Mavericks. And Denver also making a switch. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Michael Porter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Mello. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And here is Doncic. Up top, Marjanovic. Just 5 to shoot. And Doncic, here we go.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, just solid. On the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Back to Doncic. Over Gordon. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Wide open look here for Murray. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mavericks leading by 4. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Jokic against Porzingis. Yes, and the foul. It's on. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bowl there with a big basket.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Doncic against Murray. Porzingis with the steal, and here comes the break. Pass to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway finds Doncic. It's good.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Money!
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Doncic with it, and Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now, Doncic. So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Trailblazers arrive. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the 2-guard. And for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now here's Lillard. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
Here's Simons. Wide open. Can't hit that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Doncic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Nurkic, the pass to Simons. He kicks to Lillard. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Nifty move. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Doncic. Latrey. That shot off. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Here's Finney Smith. Doncic outside. Shot from 12. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
Lillard outside. And the pass to Simons. Nurkic with it. Outside, Covington. Clock at 6. Lillard against Doncic. Nurkic, and it's Finney Smith with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now here's Powell. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Back to Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Cantor finds Lillard. Drains the three-pointer.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Here's Powell. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
A different look now for Portland. Jones comes in for Zach Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Cauley Stein. Portland making their last shot. Richardson the pass to Powell. Over Anthony. Here's Cauley Stein. Back to Richardson. Second chance shot. They grab their own miss. Outside for Redick. Pass to Brunson. Richardson dishes to Cauley Stein. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Banked in off the glass.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Powell. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started.
I look to the times where things are going well, so.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Collins. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. Here's Brunson. He can't get it to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Anthony kicks to Powell. And the shot is long.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Powell finds Brunson. The drive by Doncic. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Zach Collins. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. The Mavericks trailing.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed the full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Here's Doncic. He has 6.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 1. Simons surveying the D. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And they go to the intentional foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lillard outside.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Redick against Covington. Just 5 on the clock. And Brunson has it in the corner. Can't hit from 12. Portland leading by 4. Here's Simons. And that one is hammered home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Pass to Cantor. Powell against Richardson. From 6 feet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Brunson the pass to Powell. And here's Brunson. And that looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Brunson against McCollum. Hits the close-range jumper. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that does it for our...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. They get it again. Pass to Simons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic with it. 12 points for him. And Doncic throws it down.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Here's Simons. Dishes it to Covington. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
It's Covington on the wing. Lillard surveying the D. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got 11 points.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Now, here's Doncic. Guarded closely. Can't get it to fall. Here's Simons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Back to McCollum. The 11-footer, and that one good. He has 6.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
On the wing, Doncic. He's got 16. That one goes in.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
For the Trailblazers, Harry Giles is checked in for Cantor. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And there's the pass to Cauley-Stein. And stolen by Lillard. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Trailblazers leading by 7. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. In the corner, Powell with it. Takes a three. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Brunson, good.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Takes a shot at the elbow. Offensive rebound. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Fires from deep. Lillard again missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Powell, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime.
Passes to McCollum. Down low, Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Giles has got his first basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And now Portland on the break. And here's McCollum for three. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Giles. Zach Collins comes in for Anthony. And Jones subbed in for Damian Lillard. And here's McCollum for three. Mavericks with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Just his first attempt. And it falls over the rim and in.
J.J. Redick is a killer as a shooter. Textbook form, especially effective from the mid-range area.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Trailblazers up 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point.
A prolific slasher with some serious bounce. Hardaway Jr. Fun to watch.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. It's Powell on the wing. 6 to shoot. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
And it's good, 2 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. And now we've got the intentional foul. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Collins. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Here's Lillard. And it's good from the elbow.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic feeling it out. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Porzingis. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard against Doncic. Fires from 18, and it's Lillard missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. 6-point lead. Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. The dish now to McCollum. Fires the three. A rebound by Marjanovic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Porzingis. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Great execution by Porzingis, showing you he can get it done in the clutch.
Lillard against Doncic. And Damian Lillard, good for the three. Lillard's got 20.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Lillard against Doncic. And that one is good. 22 points for him.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
And a deep three from Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his ring.
Benny Smith passes to Doncic. Over Giles. And it's Doncic missing. Portland leading by 5. Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Simons, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Portland no good that time either. For Dallas, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the dunk by Doncic.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Lillard attacking. Yes!
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Now Doncic. From deep. He can't get that one to fall.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
15 seconds left in the game. A wide open look here for Porzingis. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Now here's Lillard. From deep 3-point range, can't get it to fall. So the Trailblazers win it. A narrow win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Clippers taking on the Mavericks. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And Doncic gets it to go. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Finney Smith kicks to Porzingis. Over Jackson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Cousins with the bucket.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Doncic against Jackson. And Doncic, here we go. And the shot is good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Pass to George. All alone. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Stay there.
Doncic against Jackson. Outside, Porzingis. Poked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. George. And George able to finish. George has got his second basket of the game.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
Passes it to Marjanovic. And here's Porzingis. Six on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes in there.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Jackson. The pass to George. Morris dishes to George. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Cousins pulls it in. Clippers trail by 3. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So both teams changing it up here. Beverly the pass to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
It's good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Brunson against Rondo. Pass to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Now Powell. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Richardson.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Rondo finds Leonard. Takes the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Patrick Beverly out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Man. Outside for Rondo. Shoots the 3. That shot off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Batum scanning the floor. Shot clock at 2. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Mavericks leading by 9. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Brunson against Rondo. Brunson with a clean look, and it's good off the back rim and in. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs. Rondo with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. It's a hand on it. The pass to Brunson. Back to Richardson. Here's Powell. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Powell's got 4 points this quarter. Brunson against Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Powell. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Misses the three. Stolen by Brunson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson against Hardaway. Outside Leonard. From deep. And again, no good by the Clippers. Mavericks leading by 13. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Over Jackson. Nice spin off the left rim and in. That's 7 points for Luka Doncic. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Marjanovic lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Hardaway against Jackson. Pass to Leonard. The tray. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
What I like about Kawhi's shot, no matter the distance, always seems to be on balance.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now, here's George. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. The Mavericks also with the sub. Ellie's checked in. Doncic against Jackson. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 11 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to George. Now, here is Morris. Leonard on the wing. Lets the three fly. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And Shaq. And that'll...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Everly with the ball. Now defended by Cauley Stein. Morris, no good.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And there's the pass to Morris. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Kennard, the pass to Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Got a piece of it. Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Brunson, good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Kennard on the wing. Offensive rebound. And that one is good from Zubac.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Pass to Richardson. Over Kennard. Richardson, no luck. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Kennard. Back to Zubac. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Brunson the pass to Redick. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Nicolo Melli comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Porzingis passes to Melli. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 2 to shoot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Tries again. Kicks it out to Richardson. Passes to Doncic. Leonard with the steal. And it's Leonard with the jam.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Jackson against Brunson. Richardson outside. Now the pass to Doncic. Count the basket.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Left side, Leonard. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas leading by 18. And Brunson has it in the corner. Here's Porzingis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
And here is Doncic. 13 points in the game. Richardson outside. To the inside. 4 on the shot clock. Porzingis passes to Melli. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And so it's Dallas, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Jackson is out there with Kennard, and it's Cousins in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. Shot from the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Clippers trail by 16. And so they foul intentionally. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Dallas calls timeout. Marcus Morris is checked in for Luke Kennard. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Dallas again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. George, no good. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Josh Richardson. Mavericks leading by 14. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Doncic against Jackson. Doncic passes to Marjanovic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Outside Jackson. Kicks to Morris. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. So the wing on the left. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Porzingis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And 12 points for Porzingis. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 18. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Hardaway for 3. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard kicks to Morris. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Leonard against Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 15. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Porzingis.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And it's George missing. The Mavericks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Kept alive. Dallas again turning it over. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Clippers working now with the new shot clock.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Runs in the pass to Melli. It's Redick on the wing. Off target from three-point range. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beverly finds Rondo. And it's Beverly missing. Runs in the pass to Melli. Brunson scanning the floor. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back. Welcome to 2K Sports. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Barton. Pass to Porter. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Marjanovic, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Murray finds Barton. Back to Murray. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Doncic. Down low. Here's Marjanovic. Doesn't go for him. Good defense by Jokic. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Bol. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. It's Hardaway with the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Passes it to Porzingis. Now, Marjanovic. Pass to Doncic. Up again. Martin with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Barton.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Doncic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Porter. Back to Jokic. Left side, Porter. Murray kicks to Jokic, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dallas also making some changes. Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Richardson. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Now he's checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. Millsap, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Brunson. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Brunson, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The pass to Gordon. Kicks it to Rivers. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a tie ball game.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And good that time.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Morris against Brunson. Morris passes to Millsap. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Brunson finds Richardson. Cauley Stein against McGee. Now here's Richardson. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks ahead. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
We've got Paul Millsap. Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. And there's Gordon. And it's McGee in at the center position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Morris inside. Brunson covering. That one good for two.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Brunson with it. To the paint. With some arc. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Mavs. And here's Rivers. Pass to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Back to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. McGee's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 4. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Millsap with the steal. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Brunson. Over Morris. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And it's Jokic missing. Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Pass to Melly. Outside Hardaway. Here's Melly. Barton defending. And it's Melly missing. Floats it up for Jokic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 9.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Murray outside at the elbow bowl. Porter in the corner. Just 5 on the clock.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Bol. It's Jokic top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bol. Aaron Gordon comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Knocks it loose. And that'll do it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Murray kicks to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket for Murray. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Outside, Porter, pass to Bol. For 3, Murray. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Here's Jokic over Porzingis. Jokic passes to Murray. Marjanovic with it, now guarded by Murray. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Thompson with it. And here's Richardson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first points in this one.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
To the middle, here's Millsap, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Brunson. No good there. Good work defensively by Morris. McGee dishes to Rivers. Back to McGee. It's Rivers on the wing. Offline with his three. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game. Richardson outside. He kicks it to Redick. Richardson the pass to Brunson. McGee with the block. And stolen by Redick. It's 2-on-1. And here we go. Denver grabs the miss. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Gordon.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Here's Brunson. Now Richardson. Here's Cauley-Stein. Another shot. Good work defensively by Millsap. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Rivers. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got his second bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Mavericks on top, leading by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Will Barton. Michael Porter's out there with Bull. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The drive by Doncic. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Now here's Barton. Murray outside. There's the pass to Jokic. From deep three-point range, and it's Melly with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 4. Jokic with the steal. And it goes down 2 points.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Dallas calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Melli. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
Well, a great offensive player keeps defenders off balance. Luka Doncic does just that.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray with it. That shot missing. Nice D from Doncic. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency. And boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And Jokic slings it in.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Doncic against Porter. Porter with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And he knocks down the first one.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Out in his own on the break. Here's Hardaway. The second chance effort. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. Doncic outside. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Porter against Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. The Nuggets trail by 3. Barton outside. Bull kicks to Jokic. He feeds it to Bull. It's stolen. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break for the finish. And Jokic slings it in. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Doncic against Porter. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Porter against Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Bull, that's good.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Doncic looking it over. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count it.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Inside, Jokic. Yes!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Porter against Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Moves back up. And it's Jokic with the rebound. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Outside for Murray. Doncic with the steal, and the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Count it!
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Here's Jokic. Oh, off target. Missed. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The lights of downtown. And we've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, they've got Giles. Also Robert Covington out there. Nurkic is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. The rebound by Giles. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Simons, the pass to Giles. Nobody near Lillard. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
But on the bucket, Chris, it doesn't matter if they're 2 of the best teams in the league or the 2 worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
He was all alone on that one.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Doncic outside. Down low, Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Lillard. You know, he ripped it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
To the inside, Nurkic with the steal. And here we go, Trailblazers with a fast break.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there. You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
And Portland has possession after Luka Doncic's miss.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Lillard misses.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Harry Giles. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Stolen by Brunson. Shoots over Lillard. Another shot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Brunson. The Blazers getting the bucket. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Lillard. Shot on the wing for 3, Covington. He's off on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Richardson. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Lillard against Brunson. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Here's Lillard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Stolen by McCollum, and they're running. Launches the three, and it's Damian Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 7 points.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together, staying with it, staying positive, and just being consistent.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's McCollum in at the guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
McCollum with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. There's the dish to Kanter. Powell for three. It's rebounded by Brunson. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 6. It's good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Credit comes in for Luka Doncic.
You got to respect the intelligence of McCollum, a pro at utilizing the pick and roll. You can't let him get into a comfort zone.
And the pass to Brunson. Back to Richardson. Good on the shot.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
McCollum against Brunson. Powell kicks to Kanter. And here's McCollum for three. They get the rebound. Anthony on the wing to the paint. Second chance shot. And there's Kanter on the assist by Anthony. Kanter's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brunson scanning the floor. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh, what an athlete Richardson is. Outstanding at knifing his way inside and converting.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Lillard. He has 7. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Left side Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. Porzingis with the rebound. There's 1:17 left in the first half. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Simons surveying the D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Mavericks trail him. Here's Doncic. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's Dallas with another.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Here's Simons, guarded by Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Here's Giles. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Giles. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Offline with the baseline jumper. One-on-one here. Here's Lillard over Doncic. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how does Dave... And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Lillard from deep three-point land. And that one is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And Porzingis, here we go. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Simons. 9 points in the game so far. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And he recovers it.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Doncic right side. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here is Lillard. The baseline J. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And Doncic gets it to go.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Porzingis with the steal. And Doncic throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. Impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. Has to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Finney-Smith, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
Looking to get back on track here. And deep. Lillard drops it in. Lillard's got 13 points.
Well, 1 make and 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
He's all alone. Here's Simons.
Yeah, easy call.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Powell kicks to Richardson. McCollum against Brunson. And there it is for him.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Passes it to Simons. 35 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Simons has got 16 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates. Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
McCollum against Brunson. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, that's a staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
It's stolen by Anthony. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Bolt. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Collins. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Dallas leading by 4. Richardson the pass to Brunson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Now the pass to Collins. Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block. And here's the fast break. Pop pass to Porzingis. Melli passes to Porzingis. Count it. Good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Brunson against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. If he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Dallas calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Melli. Hardaway comes in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Lillard outside. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. The high post shot. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Hardaway. To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Anthony finds Lillard from deep. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And he gets the bucket. Porzingis has got 10 points here in the second half. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Doncic outside. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 5 on the clock. 13 feet away. They get it back. Marjanovic. Doncic outside. No good. And it's Portland the other way. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Marjanovic finds Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. From outside, off the mark.
mean, with all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around the neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again, this guy comes through for his squad.
Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Finney-Smith. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Goes up the baseline. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Blazers on offense. 6-point game. A three from McCollum. Here's Cantor. Out to Anthony. Out to the right wing. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well...